Hi, this is Sunila from It's My Twist by Sunila. Today I'm going to show you how to make keema. I'm going to use mutton keema, but you can use chicken keema, lamb keema, anything is fine. I'm going to show you two recipes. One is dry keema and then the same will be converted into semi-gravy. There is a twist at the end of the video and you will love it. So let's get started. So here are the ingredients. This is minced goat meat keema. This is oil, bay leaf, a small cinnamon stick, chopped green chili, chopped coriander, finely chopped onions, cumin powder, coriander powder, garam masala, turmeric powder, Kashmiri chili powder, red chili powder, hing or asafoetida, ginger garlic paste, chopped tomato, peeled and chopped potatoes, green peas, oil, salt, coconut milk, Please pause here for the complete list of ingredients. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to add a pinch of hing or asafoetida, very important. Then turmeric powder, chili powder and Kashmiri chili powder. Kashmiri chili powder is only for the color, so don't be scared. This is not bad at all. And then salt for the taste, according to your taste. This is a 1 pound of keema, so I'm putting about 3 teaspoons of salt. We will see how it goes. And then ginger garlic paste, and I'm going to and also 1 teaspoon of oil, and I'm going to marinate this, and I will keep this aside for at least half an hour. Marinate it well so that all the masala goes to the meat. I usually wash this in the strainer and drain it. So I'm adding oil to a heated pan. Once it is hot, add bay leaf and cinnamon stick. And then add onion. Saute it for about 2 minutes till it becomes translucent. I'm going to add green chilies, and tomatoes. This is just one medium tomato. So definitely saute these for at least 5 minutes till the naturally water that we see gets evaporated. So the reason I'm sauteing onions and tomatoes for a long time is because keema cooks very fast. So if the onions and tomatoes are not cooked well, then it will have kind of a smell which we don't want. Mutton takes time, but keema doesn't. Okay, so now I'm going to add keema. This has been resting for 1 hour. already. Mix it very well with the onion and tomato and green chili. I'm not going to add any water to this keema because it will cook in its own juices. The mutton will cook, the keema, goat meat will cook in its own juices. Okay, so now I'm going to add cumin powder, coriander powder and garam masala. I will now add potatoes because it may take some time for them to cook. Mix it. Now potatoes and peas are optional, but we love potatoes and peas in our keema, so I always add it whenever I make this keema. And as I said in my previous mutton video recipe, that there is something about mutton gravy or keema and potatoes. So potatoes really go well with mutton or keema. Now I will add peas. These are half a cup of peas. Mix it. And now I will cover it and let it cook in its own juices for the next at least 10 to 15 minutes. I have not added any water, so I'm covering it up, reducing the flame and let it cook for at least 10 to 15 minutes. So you can check in between, maybe after 5-7 minutes, how it is coming together. See, you can see there is so much of juices being released by keema. So as I said before, I haven't added any water. Cover it and let it cook for another 7 to 8 minutes. Okay, let's check. I'm sure potatoes are almost cooked. Yes, they are. So now I'm going to add lemon juice. Mix it well. And now here is my twist. I'm going to add kasuri methi and dill. Trust me, this combination completely changes the flavor of this keema. Mix it well. And now I will increase the heat because I want to evaporate all the natural juices released by onions and keema. So let all the juices evaporate, and I want to make it dry. So I won't put a lid and cook it till the juices evaporate, and make sure it doesn't get burned at the bottom. So the reason I put dill and kasuri methi is because when I was in college, I used to go to a restaurant in Grant Road or Charlie Road area. I think it was a Muslim restaurant, and they used to sell something called as Bombay keema. They never put chili powder in that, and I'm very fond of chili powder, so I kind of combine chili powder and all my spices with kasuri methi and dill. My family loves it, and this is what we do many times, not always. If you do not want to put dill or kasuri methi, that's fine. You can omit this, absolutely, that's fine too. But I thought I should let you know because we love it. So now it is almost water is getting evaporated. So the water is almost evaporated now, and I'm going to take out half of this because some of my family members, they prefer dry keema and some of us prefer keema with some gravy. So very easy. At this point I will just take out half of this keema. Okay, so this is dry. I mean, this is the consistency I wanted to keep. So this is dry. I'm shutting off the stove now and taking out half of keema. Okay, so now this is the rest of the keema. All I'm going to do is add half a cup of coconut milk. That's it. As you know, as you noticed, I haven't added any water even to this. So whatever coconut milk, whatever water it must be having, that's all it is. I did not add any additional water. Let it simmer for a minute or so, and this is ready. Now the taste is. It may need some salt. Salt is as per your taste. Okay, so this is done. Thank you for watching, and please click on the title of the video for the full recipe and the ingredients. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to my channel.